Hello. It's good to see you. Please have a seat. Yes, make yourself comfortable. Thank you so much for coming by today. So I understand that you have some patterns. I see you have some. Okay. And you have well, I don't know. I'm looking here and I can't really see what they are. Well, if they were some that your grandmother left you, I'm sure they're interesting. So you want to pick a pattern today and have something made for you from these patterns. Okay. So you haven't looked through them. Okay, well, we can certainly look through them together. Yes, I'm so glad you could come in today. Are you having a good day so far? Except for the rain. Yeah, I ran through a little bit of that myself coming in here today. So what we're going to do, here's what I suggest. I want to just see what you think. We will take a moment and look through your patterns here. So it appears that there's tape on top of this box. Okay, well, it's not a problem. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to take these scissors right here, and I'm going to have to cut the tape and try to remove it from the packages. But unfortunately, since the patterns are in paper envelopes, it may damage the envelopes somewhat. I may just have to kind of cut the tape away from there, and then we'll go from there. Is that going to be okay? All right. Well, either way, we'll get them out, and we will preserve them to the best of our ability. So what I recommend is we go ahead and remove the patterns from this box. Take a look at each one. I would be happy to tell you about the patterns. Anything you would like to know, I'll be happy to do that. We'll look through there and see if there are any that are appealing to you, and if so, then we will narrow it down. Now, you said you just want to do one of these patterns. You want one garment. Okay, that is no problem. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's okay. Yeah, I imagine it looks to me like there are at least 5 or 6 patterns in here, so that's okay. We can just pick one for now. That's okay. We'll go through them. I will be happy to work with you to pick one out. Then I will take some measurements and I'm going to write those down. And we're going to determine which size to use. And then we will cut the pattern out. How about that? Okay. That will be fine. But we will determine the fabric that you're going to need after you pick the pattern. Of course, we're not going to know the fabric until we know what we're making. You know, making a cocktail dress would require very different material from, like, say, a pair of overalls, you know, so that will be fine. If you want to obtain the fabric, that is fine. If you would like for me to obtain it, that will be fine as well. I will be happy to do that. There is a small fee for that, which we can discuss at that time. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this from you, if that's okay. So you say this was your grandmother's? All right. So all she left you was a box of patterns. Well, we will take very good care of them. We certainly wouldn't want to mess them up. It looks like somebody nibbled on the patterns a little bit. Tittles did that. Oh, is that your dog or your husband? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Tittles had a little snack. All right. So you see this tape on the top here of this old shoebox. The tape does seem to cover a large portion of the top, and you can also see where it's stuck to the patterns too. Did she leave it like this? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why she would do that, because once you tape it over like that, it's going to be very hard to, like, you can't just pull this tape back. It's going to damage the patterns. Here we have a pattern for a dress. That looks nice. Are you interested in a dress perhaps? Yeah, you're right. We'll just wait and see what else is in here, and then you can decide. Okay, while you ran out to the car, I went ahead and removed the patterns from the boxes. Is everything okay? Oh, oh, you left Tiddles in the car? Now that's you said that was a dog, your husband. Oh, if you cracked a window, I'm sure he's fine. I went ahead and removed all of the patterns. It was a very noisy, tedious process, but I got them all out, and I was not able to remove all of the tape because, as I feared, it was sticking to the patterns, and I was afraid if I tried to pull it away, it would rip the paper. I was trying not to do that so as to preserve your grandmother's patterns. Now, most of these don't appear to be terribly old, but they're not exactly modern. I would say they're probably from the 80s, maybe a couple from the 70s. Oh, you like that? Well, wonderful. If you like those styles of clothing, those kinds of clothes, you're going to like these patterns. Now, I'm going to show these to you. Now, this is the one that Tiddles snacked on. You can see here that it's been chewed, and here a little bit. There is still some tape on here. I can trim that away. This is See and Sew. So you're going to get this nice little jacket here with the skirt for that. Of course, you don't have to go with those colors. You could change the colors. You could do a solid color. I kind of like the color combination here. Do you like the shade of pink? We could do darker. But I kind of like the black here on the sides. It's very slimming. It's very pretty. And then you have the matching buttons as well. So would you be interested in this? Oh, I don't think this will matter. I don't think it will matter because, as you can see, it's really only nibbles on the outside of the envelope, not so much on the pattern itself. So I don't really think that's going to affect anything. Mainly what we're concerned about is the pattern on the inside, making sure it's intact. And I do believe it is. It doesn't seem that the pattern itself was actually nibbled on for this particular pattern. So that's the first one. You don't have to make any decisions yet. We have this pattern here for McCall's. Now you have a lot of options with this. Look at that. You could do a dress, blazer, pants, shorts, easy non-stop wardrobe. Made for you. The pattern with built-in fit adjustments printed on the pattern from McCall's. I do find these patterns to be pretty easy to work with. The measurements are very simple. It's pretty standard. I don't think we would have any trouble with this. If you would be interested in any of these, we could do you like the dress? Okay. I do like that. That is nice. That would be really nice for springtime. I would estimate that my current workload, if we obtained the fabric and to take your measurements today, I could have it ready for the first fitting within, I would say, a week. Then have you come back and do the first fitting. Usually there will be adjustments. There will be some slight alterations because very few people are going to fit exactly the way you want it to be. It might be a little light, a little tight, a little loose. So we just make little adjustments at that time. Then you can come back for the second fitting, and usually at that point we are done and we will have it ready for you. If we do need to do any more adjustments or alterations, those would just take 2 days, and then I would have it ready for you at that time. Alright, now if you like that dress, you might like this. From Simplicity, look at this. Now they show it to you in a wide variety of colors, and we have a floral pattern down here. You can do different styles of dresses with this pattern. This one, that one, we could do shorter sleeves on that. Absolutely, we could. So you want to hang on to this one for now. I'm going to put that right there. You hang on to that one. But we have more. I really like this one. This is a sort of a vintage look to this one. Look at that. They look like flight attendants. I really like this dress right here with the gloves. That's a very nice stylish look. It's very nice with the hairdo and everything. And then you have this jacket too that goes with it. What do you think of this style? I really like it. The longer ones are cool too. I kind of like the short one though. But if I had to pick, I really like that look right there. That's one of my favorites. Yeah. Oh, that is pretty. I do like. It's kind of like a formal dress. That is very pretty. Okay. This is from Simplicity. This was only 75 cents. If that gives you any idea of how long this pattern has been sitting around. She had some of these for a while. Okay. Then from Butterick. This one goes this way. Now we have more dresses in these patterns here. So this one does feature a sleeveless dress. And again, they show you different colors and patterns if you're interested in something like that. Yeah, that's kind of similar to the one that you already have picked out, except the neckline is a little different. Would you prefer this more of a V-neck, or this has sort of like a jewel neckline? Still this one? Okay. Of course, you will be taking all those with you. I'll put them, we're going to put the ones that you don't select back in the box, because I want to make sure you take them with you today. I want to make sure you don't forget any. I want you to have these available for future use. I did want to point out that inside of the shoebox were some magazine or newspaper cutouts. At first I thought these might be articles or something that she wanted to keep, but actually after I folded it out, this one, well, this is not the one of them, but this is a pattern here. This is a pattern for a little top, but here's the newspaper, sorry. So when I first saw this, I thought maybe there was an article or something in here that she wanted to keep. But then I saw this down here, and it's instructions. So this is actually cut out to be a pattern. Because when you open it up, you can see it says up here, she has written up here, allow for seams. And this is cut out of a newspaper. And you can see how it's cut here. So there's Cher. This is from 1988, Christmas time. But this was this is the back. This is the back of a pattern. So I feel like I will just leave that there. Might be an interesting thing to keep. This is another thing that was cut out. I think this was a sleeve that she cut out. See, it's cut in sort of in the shape of a sleeve. So I will just leave that for you as well. Now this is the pattern that we saw first. This is Easy McCall's. Now this one, you said you kind of like this dress right here. Oh, that's okay. If you like the other one better, that's all right. Now this one kind of has a V-neck too, but it has the longer sleeves. And you said you wanted to go with shorter sleeves. Do you still want to do that? Okay. So these are just different styles of dresses that you can make with this pattern. Yeah, they are. It's kind of got a sort of an 80s look to it. 80s, yes. Oh my goodness, yes. This is one from, I believe, the 70s here. This is Simplicity. This is a jiffy pattern. You can see we have just this long, straight dress here with the nice little neckline there. You could do it in different colors and patterns, of course. You could do it with a wide variety of materials. You could go with different types of polyesters, crepe fabric, silk. You could do any variety of things. You might have to have a lining for certain materials, but oh no, I think you could wear a dress like that. I I think with your height, you could definitely, I think it would look very good. You could look very good in a dress like that. Yeah, so how tall are you? Yeah, you could definitely wear that. I think that would look really good. Yeah. I'm not crazy about this brown fabric. It looks like somebody's grandma's couch. No offense if you like it. But that's what it looks like to me. Okay. And then there's one more pattern in here. This one I'm pretty sure you're not going to like, but I wanted to show it to you. I'm not crazy about it either. The face you made when you saw it, that was the face I made. I don't know if it's the dress. I think it's the dress and the pattern on this fabric. I don't like it either. The puffy sleeves, and I don't like it either. There's nothing about this pattern I like, but if you liked it, we would totally do it. I'm really not crazy about it. So this one was $1.75, but if you bought it in Australia, it would have been $3.95. They give us the price for Australia for some reason. Stitch and Save by McCall's. So save this for later. Okay. Oh, don't burn it. It's from your grandmother. All right. There was one other thing in the box. This is a tracing kit, and it comes with a tracing wheel. Dino, as usual. The unusual. This was 69 cents. Round points won't harm patterns or fabrics. I didn't open it up. It was kind of open on the bottom, and you can see the little wheel in there. Yeah, double material, right sides together. So it gives you instructions on the back for how to use this product. So that is from Dino. A tracing kit with your wheel. Transfer pattern marks to fabrics this easy way. So we will not be needing that today, but you can take all that with you because we do have our box here. I'm going to place everything back in here for you. So we're going with the simplicity pattern, correct? Okay. Well, you will have all of these to take home, and so you can use these in the future if you wish. You can give them away. It's yours to do with as you see fit. I do hate that, but do keep in mind that the pattern itself is okay. I would just make sure to keep this as far away from tittles as possible because they do seem to be rather tasty to tittles. So I'm going to put this away now. Also in the box, I forgot to mention, we had a zipper in here. We have this burgundy zipper, Ziplon by YKK. We have this little zipper in a raspberry color and a matching thread from Dual Duty Plus. So these were in your box. I'm going to make sure to put those back in there. Those are yours. So again, we're going to be doing this dress right here, the purple one, but with short sleeves. Absolutely. Now, there are different types of sleeves. Do you want a cap sleeve, which just kind of comes to here? Do you want it to come down, say, to here? Would you like it to be sleeveless? Sleeveless. Okay. Are you planning on wearing a jacket with that? Because this pattern does not come with a pattern for a jacket. Oh, okay. Well, if you already have one, that's yeah. So you don't need to make it. You don't want to make a jacket. Okay. Well, that actually makes it a little bit more simple then. Now, do you like this length? Now, this is going to come down to about mid-calf. It's going to come below the knee. Okay. Now, what kind of fabric were you thinking for this dress? Rayon. You could do rayon. It would depend, though. Perhaps, now, were you thinking of obtaining the fabric, or would you like me to obtain the fabric? I'm leaning more towards, where are you planning to wear it? Maybe I should ask you that. just to work. Okay, so like everyday office wear. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I would go with a rayon blend, perhaps. There are different types of rayon blends that I think would work well. It would be easy care, wouldn't wrinkle as much as some other fabrics. So for springtime, okay. And what colors were you thinking? You thinking of darker colors, lighter colors, patterns? Like this one? Just like that? Kind of like a teal color? Okay, okay. So like a solid, or did you want a print? Solid. Okay. I do like that color. That's very nice. It's very nice. So it's kind of a teal. Okay. All right. Absolutely, we can do that. So, well, if you trust me to pick it out, I'll be happy to do so. What I would probably do, I find this to be most useful for my customers. I will go take a look at some of the fabrics that are currently available. I will let you know if I find any that are on sale, which would save you some money. Of course, I will let you know of the other options as well. If cost is not especially important, there are other fabrics that may be a little bit more expensive, but maybe a little bit more toward your liking. What I will do is I will send you pictures and information on the fabrics I find. Then I will leave it up to you to decide which one you want to go with cost maybe being a factor, the type of fabric, the different, just the slight differences in the colors. You know, some people might see one and say, oh, I really like that. So would that be okay? Okay. And I'm going to write down your phone number too before I get your measurements, so I will make sure I have the correct number so I can send you all of this information. Okay, it is very exciting. We're going to be creating a whole new garment. So it's going to be very unique, and it's going to be just for you, and it's going to be wonderful. All right, so we'll set this down. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to get your phone number, and then I'm going to take your measurements. Okay, now I think we're all ready. You can just set your jacket off over there on that chair. That'll be fine. Now, the first measurement I want to get is going to be your bust. Okay, so if you just take your arms, you don't have to hold them out straight. Just if you just hold them like this, I'm going to come around this way. No, just breathe normally. Don't hold your breath. Just breathe normally. It's okay. Now I'm not going to be applying a lot of pressure. It's not like a mammogram or anything like that. I'm going to measure around your bust. Okay. Oh, by the way, let me make sure I have your phone number. I almost forgot. So what number should I send pictures and information to? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Now I'm going to measure. It's going to be like your ribs, like right up under your bust. I'm going to go around and get that measurement as well, because this dress is going to be slightly fitted in the bust, and I want to make sure that I have the measurements correct. And again, I would like for you to just breathe normally. Don't feel like you have to hold your breath. Don't suck anything in. Just normal, okay? We want to get the best fit possible. Okay. Are you holding your breath? Let it out. Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure I get it right. Okay. We don't need to measure your arms since we're going with a sleeveless look. So you're saying you want it to be sleeveless. So we're just going to have do you want it to come straight down here? Do you want it to come in a little bit? Straight. Okay. I think with your build that would look better than an angled one. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to measure your waist. And again, just breathe normally. Don't hold anything in. Don't push anything out. Well, everybody always says they're going to lose weight before they get the garment, but I find it better to take your measurements as they are now Don't worry about it. It's okay. If you lose weight between now and the final fitting, we can always take it in at that time. It's a very quick alteration. It'd be very simple. Okay, you can even wait while I do it if you like. Because it seems like a lot of people always say, well, I'm planning to lose weight. Let's just go ahead and take your measurements as they are. And then if they have to be adjusted later, that is not a problem. Because typically there's going to be at least one thing that has to be modified. Okay, just breathe normally. I always have to tell people that. It's okay. Everybody does it. I do it too when I'm having my measurements taken. I feel like I have to... No, just relax. Okay. There we go. Let me get that. Sorry. Okay. Now I want you to stand up. Okay. Now I want you to stand up straight. Now with your legs straight, I'm going to measure the outseam, the outer seam from your hip down to your ankle. Now the dress is not going to come down that far, but I do like to have that measurement just for reference. So just stand there. I'm going to bring it down. Now that is going to go to your ankle from your waist. And then your inseam. I'm going to just take your inseam here. And I'm going to take one more measurement. I'm going to come down the front of your leg from your waist to about where the dress is going to fall. So from here down to about there. Okay. Some of these I just take for my reference. Okay, you can have a seat. You can sit back down. No, actually stand back up. Sorry. I gotta get your hips. I almost forgot. Okay. So I want you to just stand with your feet just wherever they feel comfortable, wherever it's natural. You don't have to have them right next to each other, but don't have them way out here either. Just have them like straight, like the number 11. Just, yeah. I'm gonna get that. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Perfect. I've got that now, so you can have a seat for real. Okay. I'm going to take a look at this pattern again. Now let me see. I did the bust, waist, hip. Okay. Going to need the back of the neck to the waist. Going to need that. All right. So if you would actually turn around. Okay, if you would just stand up and stoop down a little bit. I'm going to get the back of your neck to your waist. Okay. And across your shoulder blades from shoulder to shoulder. Nice. Okay. And you can turn around and have a seat again. Now it looks like that's going to work. I'm going to figure out what size we need here. So you're definitely not a petite because you're not under 5'3". Soft fabrics such as damask, charmeuse, crepe de chine, broadcloth, challis, tissue, crepe. Extra fabric needed to match plaids, stripes, or one-way design fabrics. For pile, shaded, or one-way design fabrics, used with nap yardages or layouts, not suitable for obvious diagonals. Or we're going with a solid, so we're not worried about that. I'm going to go ahead and take this pattern out, and I want you to watch to make sure that it helps to have an extra set of eyes on the pattern as I cut. So if you would just keep an eye on it and make sure I cut it correctly, that way we're both on the same page and make sure I'm doing it right. Alright, so let's go ahead and lay this pattern out. Okay, so here we have, again, this is the pattern, just to confirm. So you want to go with this dress here with this neckline on it. Now you do notice that there's a collar. Okay, you do want that, but no sleeves. Okay, and like this color. Do you want it exactly this color? Maybe a little darker, a little bit lighter? Okay, what I will do is when I go look at fabrics, I'm going to take this package with me so I can compare the fabrics to this color right here. Okay, did you need to take this with you, or is it okay for me to hang on to this? Okay, if you want to, do you want to take a picture of it? Okay, well, if you do want to take a picture, you certainly are welcome to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Let's see what this is. This gives you the instructions here, and it shows you what the cutouts are going to look like. Now I am thinking with the 3 size options we have here, from looking at your measurements, we're going to go with the 10, which is going to be the innermost layer. You have 10, 12, and 14. We're going to go with the 10 on these cutouts. Okay, front facing, this is going to be your collar. Okay. Now I do need to ask you too, would you like pockets? Because we do have the option of putting pockets on this dress. No pockets. Are you sure you don't want pockets? Okay. Well, if you have pockets, it will not have quite the same silhouette, but it's certainly no problem. We do have cutouts here for pockets if you're interested. Okay. Well, for now we won't cut that out. We're just going to go with this right here. This is the skirt side back. So we're going to be cutting this here for size 10. Now this is going to come down to mid-calf. Do you want it to be any longer than that? Okay, because if you want it to come to mid-calf, we're going to be cutting it right here. So you want mid-calf. Okay. This is the skirt side back. it's like folding a map. Eventually you just give up and you flop it together and fling it back in the glove compartment. We have the front facing here. There. This would be your pocket if you were interested in a pocket. Back facing. There we go. Now here we have our skirt front, and we want to make sure we cut for a 10 to about there. And there's the front. The skirt. There's the front of the skirt. And then we have the side, which again is gonna come all the way down to here, right there. And there we have our side piece. That's the side piece. Now for this piece, we're going to be cutting out the bodice, front and back, and we have a collar on this piece too. Again, keeping in mind the sizes here, you're going to have your sizes on the lines. You just look for the number that you're going for, and you just follow those lines. And there we have the bodice front. Now here we have the sections for the back, the front facing, and the collar. So we're going to cut these out. This is the bodice back. For a 10, we want to follow these lines. Here we have the bodice back right there. Next we have the front facing. There. And then finally we have the collar, and you do have a little bit of a modification, a little bit of an adjustment for the different sizes right here. There we go. So now again for this pattern, for this dress without sleeves in that color, we have our little pieces here. I'm going to make sure to keep all these together. I'm going to sort them and put them back into the envelope here. And that is going to be everything we need to do at this point to make your new dress. Well, thank you so much for coming by. I have everything I need. We have the size picked out. We have the pattern all cut out and ready to go. You've had a chance to observe it and review it. Everything looks good. Do you have any questions or concerns at this point? Okay, that's wonderful. Now, of course, you have my number. If you do have any questions or concerns before I get back in touch with you, please feel free to give me a call, or you could just send me a quick text, whichever you want to do. I will be in touch. I will be sending you pictures and information on the fabrics probably by lunchtime tomorrow. I will get started on it in the morning. I'll go take a look at the fabrics for you, and I'm going to go ahead and select some for you to review. And if you don't see anything that you like, or if you're looking for something just a little different, or if you change your mind, just let me know, because I can always go to our warehouse. It is a few miles out of town. I would have to charge you a little bit more for that, but I am happy to go check out some of our other options at the warehouse if you prefer. That is totally up to you. But first, let's just start with the fabrics that we find tomorrow. Okay, I'm very excited to work with you on this process. Thank you again so much for stopping by today. Don't forget your patterns. Yes, don't forget your box there. And tell Tiddles I said hello, and I'll be in touch again really soon.